That is true.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and this is Ascent to Ascend Pathfinder, Season 4, Episode 3, Undead Forest. We are going to begin as normal with our introductions, beginning with Taldarius.
Hello, I am Taldurius, and I will be your storyteller / game master for tonight.
I
Gar.
am Toshime, and I'm playing Gar, the Knoll Barbarian.
Foxbar, that's you.
All right. I am the Fox Bard. I am playing Moriarty McCann, the Fox Bard, as creative as that is. And yeah, party's #1 Fox boy, probably, hopefully, who knows?
Maybe.
I didn't know we had more than one fox boy.
And shush. The semantics aren't important.
I am Tiny Sapien. I am playing Rosalia Natusignus, the medic with serious procrastination issues.
Please say your actual
no.
class and stuff.
Necromancer, specifically Necros.
Timber.
Yes, hello, I'm Timbo. I'm playing Timbo Dor Jägermeister von Glorious Borkenborg Wolfenstein. I'm playing a Wolven who's very big, and he's a oathbound paladin.
Before you ask, yes, he needs to say the whole thing every time.
And I
But
still
I'm
don't have it
sorry,
memorized.
that is literally my name. I don't have many things issued to me. That's literally all I got, so deal with it.
And I am Zim, and I am playing as the Martin twins, Da and Pa. They are... One of them is a psionic, the other is a scion, and the other is a vitalist. They are noble animals, which means they are sentient ferals, and they are martens, specifically sables. And we'll turn it over to Timber for the recap.
Alright, so previous episode, we basically talked to the cathedral dude and basically got our little note that said we were okay for Prince Adric. Or Prince, what's his name?
Airfreight.
Efwit, yeah, Prince Efwit.
Airfreight.
It's a whole transactional thing, basically a debt. We do something for him, and he probably does something for us. And then the Molten Twins went over to the blacksmith to make a new thing for Rose to replace her damaged bone thing antler. And then we basically went to the ball. And we got some booze, and then Timbo left to get the Wolven and Kobold's boozes, and apparently there was a Husqvarnian there who was giving him the stink eye. And then, yeah, that's basically about it. Oh, I guess we went back to go find Billy, and then we ran into some zombies. We did a whole lot of just walking around.
Yep. Just as a quick little more detailed end of that recap, you had gone back to the town of Adric's Rest, saw a smoke pillar in the distance, went to investigate that. It looked like there was a battle between the HKO forces and a bunch of undead, in which the HKO had come out victorious and were burning a large amount of bodies. You started heading back and came across a large wandering group of zombies and are going to fight said zombies.
Oh, I guess Temple also reported to Imperium. There's also that.
Yeah, there was in fact the the sending scrolls.
And that's about it.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the zombie force. There we go. Should be popping up for all you right now.
I see it.
All right, so I know we just talked about this, but as a little bit of a reminder, this is going to be a little bit of a, let's get used to your abilities. So if you have any questions or any confusion or basically want me to help with anything in relation to your abilities or powers or have any questions on how they work, now would be a great time during this combat to go ahead and ask me about it so that way I can help you figure it out.
Well, only question I really have right this moment is, as far as the map goes, are we locked into these positions? Or was this
No.
just tossing them onto the board?
This was
Onto
me
the board.
tossing stuff onto the board.
Okay.
You didn't want to be that far forward?
No. The way my character's designed, and the way it seems like Necros are intended to function in Pathfinder, they are the commander, and it's the legions of undead that do the fighting.
Technically not true. You're a mix. You could play it either way. You've built yours to be more Commander of Legion rather than, hey, I'm going to walk into the middle of all you and steal all of your souls simultaneously.
I mean, I do have a couple different self-heal options, and I do have 3 health bars, but I mean, I'm not really the big bad evil guy, I swear.
I'm just pointing out that it's not. You aren't playing literally a wizard where, like, if you get into melee, you are screwed.
Yeah.
Let's have Rose give some zombies a few hugs.
I'm sure it'll go well.
Oh. Contextually speaking with the character, she's still relearning what she can and can't do, which means her confidence in battle is going to be low, even if she technically is absurdly durable right now.
To be fair, her confidence in literally everything about herself is literally, like, rock bottom right now.
Exactly.
It's okay. I got enough competence to spare for everyone.
True.
Pathfinder Paladin, you literally ooze with confidence.
Rose is the speaker for death.
To be fair, 5e Paladin does that as well, so I mean...
I am the Lorax, I speak for the trees. They say you bow down to your master. Yeah, I'm the Lorax, I speak for the trees. They say bow down to your master, now down on your knees. There you go, that was the line I was trying to say.
I don't think trees normally have bones in them.
Basilia, did that tree just speak Vietnamese? Grabs M60.
Grabs M60 with religious intent.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not even started. We're already in the weeds again. Anyways, like you do.
Yep, this is literally just par for the course with this group. But so just as a quick little reminder, you scouted out the area a bit. There is a rather large number of zombies and a handful of skeletons, and you had. It looks like they are just completely disorganized, wandering around.
Yeah, and Smollett is irrelevant to this encounter because I ordered him to go and hide somewhere.
Smollett is currently in a bush.
Yeah.
Like, how far away from the zombies are you?
Don't worry. By the way, it sounded like you guys wanted to reorder yourselves very slightly, so I'm going to go ahead and let you do that while I go ahead and place down some zombies.
All right.
Basically, just don't go in front of, like, the two big trees.
Yeah.
That's about as
And-
easy as we can make it.
Yeah, Rose would be Timber. You're super positioned.
Oh.
Here. Is this? Oh, I was gonna have her shooting between you two, but that works too. If you want to be right up next to him, I can be like that. Right there. Anything tries flanking you in the middle, it ends up getting within melee range for Rose.
Okay. Now let's see. Where's the cover?
I am the cover.
This is true. He basically is. He could literally have cover if you give him a massive
Tower
tower
shield.
shield just to set down somewhere.
Moriarty.
Yep.
So that's
a
actually
little- you're
that's
a
where you
little
want to be.
away from the group. I mean, okay, look, you guys aren't exactly in like a ton of danger. It was just funny seeing everyone walk up at the ready, and Moriarty's just like, "This is a nice path. I like this dirt."
Look at the tree.
Which one?
Oh.
There's multiple.
Yes. Money.
Sorry, just all I can think of with him being way behind like that is when I was talking about using fear, casting fear on him. It's like, we are going to the church. I don't think I am. I remember that.
Alright, I'm ready.
All right. And I have discovered my first big difference in the 5e and Pathfinder version of Fantasy Ground. Let's go. Namely, I like how there's literally nothing preloaded, so there's like no actual token. So I'm just gonna quickly. Is there literally any image I could use for this? No, there's no stock images in here. Okay.
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Tanya Sapien tipped $5, so anyways I started tipping.
Oh man.
Thank you for the tip, Tanya. Tier 1 has been completed.
Yay. Does this technically work? No, but like, I am not actually sandbagging right here. Why can I not place anything? What is going on?
Did
Okay,
you
there we
add
go.
them to the combat tracker?
They just waited until like to actually move on.
Oh, you're dealing with the lag thing?
Yeah, it was just like because I was like dragging the zombie tokens on, and then they just decided not to not to go on.
Yeah,
And then I
Moriarty,
waited
how does
for-
it feel not having lag now?
Yay!
Don't jinx him.
Well, I just point out how much lag the storyteller has to deal with because of the whole server ping thing. Whereas we're on clients, so everything's butter smooth for us.
Yep. Nah, Moriarty, you know my pain with this stuff. Anyways, let's just make it simple. A small group of 5 zombies just coming around this corner to you. I'm not going to put all of them on screen all at once unless there's a reason to, because otherwise there's just going to be a shit ton of zombie tokens. I don't think any of us want to deal with that.
The action economy will suffer.
The action economy would be in shambles. The economy's in shambles.
The action economy is suffering mass inflation.
Economy? How does it walk?
Money printer go burr.
Yeah, just by fate. We just believe it walks, thus it walks.
All right, I'm clicking the initiative button. If you want to roll for your own, go ahead, because I just rolled for NPC initiative.
Where is it on this?
Main page, it'll be in the second box.
You click on the initiative, yeah.
Well,
I see strength,
Uh,
dexterity.
do I
Um,
do a tiebreaker with Pa or what?
We
Or do they
just
go
go
first
with
because of higher
whatever.
bonus?
We just go with wherever it puts us.
Oh, I see.
It should automatically detect that they have a higher dex modifier than you. Timber saw a butterfly.
Timber's faster than a zombie.
Oh, he just thought that those belonged to Rose. That's all.
Yeah. No, Temple's just like, this is beneath me.
To be fair, this is quite like, look, if we were going by like actual like benefits, you guys like this is literally beneath you guys.
Flashback to the Witherlings that literally could not hit him with a single point of damage.
And then I make paladins, and suddenly they deal damage. It's very funny.
Well,
how that
yeah,
works.
yeah, because, paladins are best class.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Anyways, that's everyone on initiative. So I'm going to really quickly talk about the different action types, because I know we talked about this before, but this is just a little reminder. So there is a full round action, which comprises literally your entire turn, except for taking a single 5-foot step. You're allowed to take a single 5-foot step and a full turn action, a full round action. Then there's a standard action, which would be like attacking a single time, or casting a spell, or using an ability. Most abilities. Then there is a move action, which you can use to either move, or certain abilities can be activated with a move action. Then there is a swift action, where that's your bonus action, effectively. But, so, just that's your bonus action effectively. Then there's a free action, which is just you do it. It's free. Then there's immediate actions, which are swift actions, but you can take them when it's not your turn. It still uses your swift action slot. So, that's the basic action economy. Does anyone have any questions about that?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm
I am
sure I'll
ready.
forget by time it becomes relevant anyways.
I'm glad that you have such confidence in yourself. You're really getting into your character.
My memory is a sieve.
I don't know why I'm here. All I know is I must kill.
True. All right, so if we don't have any we don't have any further questions, we're going to go ahead and start at the top of the turn order.
That would be duh.
Yes, this is true.
I guess I'll use Animal Affinity and grant Timber +4 to Strength.
All right. Timber,
Wait, what?
going to...
It's just you said animal affinity. I'm wondering how that's. You know what? Carry on. I stopped questioning these things.
Okay.
Is there something wrong?
Well, the name implies that it only works on wildlife, or like pets and mounts and stuff.
You forge a psychometabolic affinity with an idealized animal form, thereby boosting one of your ability scores.
Ah.
Choose either Strength, Dexterity, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma. The power grants a +4
Okay.
enhancement bonus to the ability score you choose, adding the usual benefits provided by a high ability bonus. Because you are emulating the idealized form of an animal, you also take on minor aspects of the animal you choose. I guess we'll go with bear. If you
Okay,
choose to increase the ability you use to manifest powers, you do not gain the benefit of an increased ability score long enough to gain any bonus power points for a high ability score, but the save DCs of your powers increase for the duration of this power.
Okay, so with the name of it, what I thought it was like an advanced form of animal handling or something like that. That's what
No.
I was thinking it was. But
It is
yeah,
not.
I figured out what it actually was. Yeah.
By the way, Timber, what I did in order to emulate this on your sheet is I made it so that way you had -4 damage. So that way it adds 4.
Oh, okay.
So now you have a +7 bonus to strength.
And that is it for Daw's turn.
And my movement is 40, speed of 45, so
There
10,
he goes.
15, 20, 25, 30, and stop. And then one last action, right?
Yep. If you took a move action, then you have a standard action, and a swift action left. So if something says as a swift action, you can do it. Something says as a free action, you can do it. If something says as an immediate action, you can use your swift action slot to do it. Or if something says a standard action, you can also do that.
Boop.
That misses.
And that's my turn.
All right. Zombie number 7. He is going to go ahead and slam the hell out of you.
Yeah, no more hell in me.
The blessed Ying.
That's how Timber purifies people.
True, that is.
Beat the devil out of it.
All right. And because there's no standard tokens, I'm just going to go ahead and roll this one. Give me a second. It misses.
Yay.
It sort of just flaps one of its almost torn off arms at you. It doesn't seem to realize that that isn't actually going to do much. Because they're zombies, they can't exactly do much. This zombie is gonna go ahead and charge at the closest thing, which is conveniently Gar, because he volunteered himself.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom nom. This means... Oh, wait, whoops. I guess it's good, because I was actually about to explain this. Because he charged, he gets a +2 bonus to his attack. However, this also means he has -2 AC until the start of his next turn. That is how charging works in Pathfinder. You get +2 attack, and then you also get -2 AC. So it's a risk reward. I figured that that would be requested information to our resident melees.
Does it add any movement?
No. It does
No, it's
not.
just a general plus
Okay.
attack.
No, you get +2 on the attack. And that would be Gar taking 6 wounds. Woo. Alright, and that's the zombie's turn. And it is now Paw's turn. By the way, Timber, just so you know, charging, you're able to move twice your speed. It doesn't technically add any speed, but that's how much you can.
I was gonna say
You have to move at
Tibble's gonna have
least
to-
10 feet, though. So you
Okay.
need to move at least 2 squares.
Oh, okay.
So there's a run-up time.
Yeah, building up momentum. I'm gonna have to charge because I only have 20 feet of movement.
Yeah, well, you could also run for a... No, wait, you're in heavy armor. So
Yeah.
you could also run for 60.
I'll charge. When it's my turn.
Yep.
Right now it's Pa's turn.
It is. I reckon that Zim is currently just reading through the plethora of abilities he could use.
Mostly trying to figure out what could even be useful.
I don't know. How will I get up there? I said, oh no.
Why not? Force screen on Gar. You gain +4 shield bonus to armor class.
Hey, that's actually a really good that's actually a really good spell.
All right. Rose, since since she has that prosthetic on her antler, she's thinking maybe I can actually use my magic again. So 5, 10, 15. Going off on a flank and attempting to use chromatic orb.
All right. As you try to use chromatic orb, it doesn't hurt like it did before, but it's still like you can like feel something happening, but not quite in the way that you are used to. Nothing actually quite happens with it. On the plus side, it no longer feels agonizingly painful.
which is, an improvement. But yeah, that would be the entirety of her turn, discovering that nope, magic is still out of the old school magic is still out of commission.
All right. Zombie number 16. He cannot charge, so instead he will simply just move and attack Gar. Gar, you're currently at 21 AC, correct? After Oz little buff to you, a +4.
Yeah.
All right.
Are they even physically capable of hitting him now?
They have a +4, so yes.
Okay, I was about to
Because
say.
the charge. No.
No. If they charge, they get a +6. On the other hand, they cannot move. There's a bunch of restrictions on how zombies work, so don't worry. And that's going to be the zombie's turn. Next zombie. This zombie got he kind of got like cut off, so he can't really see Gar too well. So who's the next person he could see? It's either Moriarty or Timber. Moriarty's technically closer. He's gonna charge you, Moriarty. Does a 15 hit you? Oh no, Moriarty got eaten. I checked his sheet, it does not. Timber.
Alrighty. Seeing it's only one zombie right there with Moriarty, he should be fine. Timber's gonna. His plan was to charge these guys over here, so 5.
Okay, so real quick, here's an important thing about Pathfinder, and this is just a reminder about attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
And how they affect you. So, an attack of opportunity, you provoke that if you move from a threatened square.
Yep.
So if you walk within reach of the zombie, and then you walk out of reach of the zombie, it gets to make an attack of opportunity against you.
Alright.
I'm just reminding you that this is how this works.
Yep.
Please note that this
okay.
is not when you leave an area,
like,
a creature's
like,
threatened
yeah.
area.
Yeah.
This is
so,
if you
like,
take literally one more step away, you provoke attack of opportunity.
Alright, well, strike me.
All right.
Because Temple's running past.
I just wanted to make that very clear.
Mhm.
Because it will actually matter in the future.
Yep.
This is not. This I've literally watched this kill people. So,
Yeah. Temple just figures he's pretty okay to run past a zombie.
Again, yeah, these are normal zombies. You'll
Now, if
maybe
there's
get
running
flanked a
past-
bit.
Running past, friggin' Empress's custodian guard or something. Yeah, no.
Yeah, or like, imagine dealing with a spear wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't run through that; it runs through you.
Guess that's 5.
Go ahead and keep moving because the attack of opportunity won't stop you
15.
anyways. But
20.
holy shit,
5. What?
Timber, you got hit by a normal ass zombie for
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's super position. How much damage?
You took 7 damage.
Okay.
Oh no,
Oh, no.
what a travesty.
What a travesty. Alright, Temple, he charges, so he's gonna get a buff to his attack.
He takes +2 to your attack, not damage, the attack
Yeah.
roll.
Okay.
You make a single attack, and you,
All right, hold on a sec. How do I add +2? I had to click that, right? +2 adjusting on the bottom
Yep.
left. All right. And then Timbal's going to attack with his actions. Is it
on a
abilities?
on
Yeah.
a quick little plus side for you
Yeah.
when it comes to charging.
Yeah.
So long as you have +1 basic attack bonus, which basically everyone does starting at level 1 except for like wizards.
Yeah.
When you charge, you can draw your weapon for free. Or when
Oh,
you move,
okay.
you can draw your weapon for free.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
I guess
obviously, like these guys didn't exactly sneak up on you,
Mhm.
but I'm letting you know in case you ever get snuck up on that
Oh, okay. I'll
when
have
you
to draw my
move,
weapon.
you have +1 basic attack bonus. You can just draw a weapon for free.
Okay. So
And
yeah,
for
Timbal
the
runs
record,
past-
with charging, you do have to move in a straight line.
Yes,
Oh,
which is
okay.
why he had to run past the zombie.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Timbo draws his long sword, yells for the Kaizoin, and charges zombie 16 and attacks.
Alrighty.
Let's see. Those I use a +9 one first, right? I got a plus.
You use your best basic attack, which is that one.
Hold on a second. Where's the attacks at? Which is it the combat tab?
If you go into combat, you use your melee. So
Okay. Melee.
you would have a
okay.
plus.
Oh, plus
13.
14. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty sure that
So
hits.
yeah, that hits. That hits by a lot.
Yeah. And where's do I do the damage from?
This would be under your actions tab.
Actions?
Yeah. Remember, you have your longsword.
Yeah, main, skills, actions. There we go.
So then you would drag the 2d6 plus 7.
Oh, the first one would be 14. That plus 14.
You still hit.
Yeah,
Because
still
now that's a
hit.
27,
Yeah.
which you still hit the zombie
Yeah.
for more than twice its AC.
Yeah.
I mean,
So here's slashing damage.
yep. Even though that it resists slashing damage, you still kill it. One hit. Let's go.
All right, cool. Okay, so with cleaving finish, Temple can make another attack if it drops somebody. Cleaving finish, combat.
Within reach, you do not threaten another
I
zombie
thought
right
Temple
now.
had reach.
Now,
Okay.
he has a 5-foot reach just to keep it like
Yeah.
you know.
Okay. And then I can't do anything else. So Enton.
But this does kill zombies.
Can't he do a 5-foot step to do the cleave?
You cannot 5-foot step on the same round that you charge.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is to stop you from like taking a small side step and then charging. But if he had the there's another cleave one where it's basically like a follow-up thing where if you kill something with and then you're able to take a 5-foot step and make a cleave attack. And then you're able to if you kill something with that, you're able to take a 5-foot step and do a cleave attack. Basically, it's the feat that lets you do the infinite goblin kill.
All right, so next level. Gotcha.
Whenever you could actually grab that. I don't
Yeah.
remember off the top of my head.
All right, Anton.
All right. Oh wait, that was the wrong one. That is. All right, so zombie 8. He's sprinting right at Timber, and he's going to attack him. Now, just as a reminder, you have taken -2 AC because of your charge,
Yeah, I
so
was
you're
gonna
at
say I
19
charged
AC.
some. Yeah, 19 AC.
He misses. This concludes Zombie 8's turn. And then Moriarty, I'm just assuming, is he was actually just killed by the zombie.
No, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. The
But I
reason
did
why
have-
is because it looks like you never actually rolled initiative.
Yeah, my brain had disconnection errors. My apologies.
All right.
Let me roll that real quick right now. Initiative. Well, shoot.
It looks like you're getting a double turn. Well, actually, you know what? I guess technically speaking, it would just wrap around. So you know.
Right.
But yeah, you're dealing with zombie number 18, which has charged you, and it missed. So.
Trip tech. It counts as a combat maneuver, right?
Yep. Trip is a combat maneuver.
Right. Because I have combat expertise.
Yep. Just a reminder, if you did not end up taking improved trip, you would provoke an attack of opportunity normally, but the zombie already used its one attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember if you took improved trip or not. I think you were going to take that, right? And you just didn't have enough yet.
Something like that.
Yeah, yeah, because you took combat expertise, agile maneuvers, dodge, weapon finesse, and lightning reflexes.
In the meantime, we can just go for a stabby.
Well, like I said, he couldn't.
That's a crit.
Yep, and it confirms.
Um,
I guess this is a good time to ask. Zim, are we using La Crit card?
Yeah, we could probably use those still.
Well, I'm just because obviously it's up to the group. I was just wondering.
Oh shit! Did something quit Moriarty?
No,
No, I
Moriarty
crit.
crit them.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh shit.
Moriarty's doing a dex build. He crits a lot. Don't worry about it.
I for a second I was like, man, I feel really bad about leaving him alone. Tipple,
Okay,
where'd you
look.
go? Gets bit in the neck and galled by a zombie. Oh, I thought
Remember
you
to
would be fine.
clear
So
the
if you
crit.
want the, if you wouldn't let the one girl go up there attack the NPC,
Yep, I will.
you would have had
No, Moriarty needs to.
Oh,
well,
Right,
she would've
because
gone
of
up
the-
front,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
Sybil could have shot her.
Wait, what are you?
He needs to roll another dice so that it clears the crit.
He has to roll another attack on it.
Why?
To clear the quit.
To clear the crit, like I
Oh,
said.
okay. The board is confirmed. So you were saying clear the crit. So I thought like something was happening. No, I already said it confirmed. When you roll to attack and it crits, it automatically rolls another dice.
I know.
You confirmed the crit.
Fantasy Grounds is going to automatically apply bonuses to the damage roll, which is why you need to clear the crit by rolling another attack on the target.
Well, he crit again anyway, so I mean.
Just roll the regular D20.
Just
No,
look,
it has to
doesn't
be-
matter.
So this is death.
It doesn't matter. I'll just fix it.
Yeah.
Wait, did it not hit him because of this smoke?
So, great
So
card?
guys, are we using crit cards? Still.
Yeah.
All right, then we need a crit card.
Who's stronger? The
Pierced hand,
unstoppable
triple
force or the
damage.
Triple the damage. Okay.
So triple the amount of dice you roll.
Nice.
You need to roll that on the
She's
target,
using shields up.
Moriarty.
I'm dumb. You're right.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome
Gal, do you want me
home.
to re-roll that, or do you just want to apply that manually?
Jafroshak just resubscribed for 37 months. Yay.
We always go with the reroll. That is the standard rule. If you don't roll it on the target, you have to re-roll it. Whether it's a good roll or a bad roll, you re-roll.
Right. So, like, you feel like you got a really good hit in on the zombie, but you also kind of realize that, stabbing it with a rapier isn't exactly doing a lot of structural damage to a zombie. It feels like it's like, you really stuck it in there, but it's like it doesn't care that much.
Isn't there a way to do targeted strikes?
In
You
Pathfinder, I mean, technically, yes, it's a little bit.
I had a question. I thought slashing was good against zombies and bludgeoning was good against skeletons.
He doesn't deal slashing.
Oh.
He does
'Cause
piercing.
well, I was just saying, what you said Timble was resisted when you did slashing damage to the zombie. That's why I was confused.
I completely... Okay, look, I'm not gonna lie. I completely blanked on the fact that you actually deal slashing. That was just me being dumb. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
I applied the damage correctly. That was just me being dumb when I said something.
Oh, okay.
I quickly made a sheet so that way it properly does all that. I just said something dumb.
All right.
So there is a variant called shot system. I'm perfectly fine with us using that, but just know that, if we open up that can of worms, the can of worms is open.
Gotcha.
Also, in order to make it balanced, they kind of just straight up, like, 99% of the time, probably not worth it.
Right.
It is something that you would have had to have declared before you rolled your
I've had
attack.
it for a little bit now.
Well,
Yes.
yes, but I have a second one on the way, so I was thinking about that.
I personally would say
No, you can't. A called attack is a single attack that is a full round action.
Right.
It's
and I
not
have
on a
s-
per attack basis.
I have a second round coming up.
Okay, so you mean for that? Because you said
Yeah.
a second attack, not a second round. So that's probably where the confusion's coming in there.
My vote is no to called shots.
Yeah, I'm fine with that being no as well.
All right.
Let's go ahead and let's try out our good old-fashioned chromatic blorb.
Okay, so another little learning lesson here.
If I cast
Is-
at point blank, it provokes attack of opportunity.
Yes.
I'm aware of that.
Okay. So obviously it can't actually attack of opportunity because it already used it. But just a reminder, if you cast a spell while within melee range, they get to stab you.
Yes. Assuming they can.
Assuming they can, yes. Assuming they have not already attempted to do the stabbing.
Yes. All right, perfect. So a chromatic blorb at point blank range.
Yep.
What would be the modifier on that?
What do you mean by the modifier?
Well, it's before it kind of had its own spellcasting modifier. Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. Base DC. I'm guessing I would just roll. No, I would probably roll my combat modifier, wouldn't I?
Okay, I am not understanding your question here at all.
What do I roll to throw chromatic orb at him? Do I use my range? Do I use?
Okay, if since it's a spell and it's chromatic orb, it'd be a ranged touch attack. So you'd make a
Range.
ranged attack, and it would be rolled against touch.
Okay, cool.
Touch AC goes past things like armor, shield, and natural armor.
Right, it's mainly a dex thing. How do
Yeah.
I make it roll against touch?
You don't, I do.
Okay, then I'll just roll.
I think there is a way to do it, but like right now, in the interest of, time,
Right.
that hits.
Awesome. And because this isn't an actual proper spell, actually,
Just
no,
treat it like how it was originally treated.
right. No, wait, hold on. I should be able to actually add dice. What? Come on.
I knew this combat would be a learning experience.
Yeah, I will roll the dice manually and fix in the future.
Yep. Okay, look, everyone, I fully expect that this is going to be a little bit messy, and then like as we play through this, we're going to streamline like the character sheets and the processes and all that.
This is fire.
That is possibly one of the worst rolls I've seen on a chromatic orb cast.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3.
That's
surprisingly
pretty difficult, guys. I don't know why you say that.
Even though the fire completely engulfs the zombie, it's looking just fine. It doesn't seem like it cares. Then again, it's hard to tell its relative damage level when it's already kind of falling apart before you did anything.
Fair enough.
It is now Dahl's turn.
Yay.
I don't have what's its face.
I'll just go with body adjustment. Gar heals for 6, Timber heals for 6.
All right. That fixes up Gar, and that almost fixes up Timber.
Heal bot does only thing it does.
You mean keep your party alive? And not laid up for like 2 weeks if they get hurt? Anyways, Guard, it's now your turn.
Okay. Attacking zombie 11.
All right. Are you? This is a quick question. Are you attacking as a part of a full round action, or are you doing a single standard action and then you're going to do something else?
2 attacks.
Okay. So full round action. You're using all your attacks. Cool. So that hits, and you're using the Dragon Axe that deals slashing. So we get past the damage, and it is almost dead.
And attack it again. And I'm guessing that's a hit.
Yep.
And that's it.
All right. Which zombie were you going for on that?
11.
It was 11? Yeah, okay. Level 11 is kill. Alright. He is removed from everything. Now, Zombie 7. He's just going to do a quick swipe at Gar. Gar, does a 17 hit you?
That ties.
That ties, so it hits.
Oh, wait. Is there still the defense from the magic spell?
How long does that
Yes.
last for? Okay, then it does
So,
not hit.
No.
It's 1 minute per level.
Alright, and what level is it?
Well, we're currently level 7.
That made me, so you did something.
So it's not per character level, it's per spell level.
The book that taught us fire arrow,
Ah,
because when I went to click read,
in that case, 1
so I
minute.
clicked attack.
1 minute.
Even
Okay.
less useful than I
Did
thought.
you move?
Okay.
the
Well, you
fuck-
can change the spell level that you use it for. And as a reminder, a minute is 10 rounds of combat. So, yeah, he misses. Moving on.
Well, I guess since I still have energy
still-
beam, I can be somewhat useful
I
that
blessed
way.
it and it's still on fire.
So I don't seem to have that actually set up.
I think it's because you were talking to it.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's not
okay.
manually set
Alright,
up. You could just,
we'll
you could just
That's
go
how
go.
I
with-
fixed it.
I don't remember what it was.
Hmm. What is this Washington?
Okay.
Was it like a deck save or something?
I think it called for a deck save. But...
One of
If he
us
doesn't
is
have
going
it set up and he
do
just wants
or
to use
I
something
can,
else, that's
'cause he
fine.
doesn't have a spare social point. So if you
I'll
wanna
just put
fix the
force
pickup there-
screen on Moriarty.
Thank you.
Is that the same shield thing that Gar has?
Yes.
Okay.
Preach.
That
I
means
tried
you
to
have
kill-
+4 AC.
Oh dang, I'm unhittable.
As he gets fucking mauled.
I was about to say, you're gonna get crit just because you said that. You know that is divine temptation right there.
Woes. It's your turn.
Summon the caffeine in your bloodstream.
Hello?
Oh.
Oh god. Did she fall asleep?
Tanya.
Tanya.
Sag boy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and skip past Rose's turn, and whenever Tanya comes back, she can take Rose's turn. All right, are you ready for your divine comeuppance for saying you're
Oh
unhittable?
god.
Yes.
Now I feel really bad for leaving Moriarty alone.
All right. And Moriarty, does a 23 hit you?
Motherfucker.
It didn't crit. That's not a crit.
It is literally 1 AC above.
1 AC above, or
I'm sorry. It's 1 above the AC.
okay. Okay, you take 3 damage.
Cool.
I am unhittable.
What a
Slap.
vicious wound. You get like lightly scratched after you say you're unhittable.
I'm unhittable. Just gets bitch slapped by a fucking zombie.
What mod are they rolling with, though?
+4.
Plus,
They've had a +4 the entire time. It's when they charge they get a +6.
my God.
Please know though these are zombies, so
Gleaming endowment.
Tokeme tipped $45. Razim fumble.
Oh god.
Thank you so much for that tip, Toshime. The tip goal has been fully completed.
all right. We'll remember this.
Do you want a fumble to go with that, though?
No.
Oh.
Anyways, that is zombie 18's turn. Timber.
All right, I start bonking zombie 8. Question, GM.
Yep.
Am I able to, hypothetically, this might happen, but if Timble kills zombie 8, can he take 1 step and attack zombie 7?
So technically speaking, when you strike someone down with cleave, you have to immediately take your attack. But I'm going to tell you a little bit of a trick, especially considering that you're playing a size large character and you're going against creatures that will not actually kill you, like literally no matter how hard they try.
Yeah.
If you take a couple steps to the right, up and around, so that way you're threatening both of the zombies, you'll take a single attack opportunity, but then you could cleave them.
That was gonna be my second plan option.
Okay.
If I couldn't take the, okay, so I guess I'll do the 5, 10, 15, 20.
13 will not hit Timber, even on his worst day. So I mean,
Wait, I think I can't.
you could take a diagonal step.
Oh, okay.
You can move diagonally.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah, a little diagonal steppy.
Okay, big step. All right, so I'm going to attack 8 first.
All right. That hits.
Okay. Here's the slashing.
And that kills it.
All right, and Timble will. Says, does that change his? Does he still use a 14 for his sweep attack, or does it go to 9?
You make it at your best. You make it at your best modifier,
Okay, so-
like your
okay,
base.
okay.
Yeah.
So here comes the. Oh.
If you reread your thing, it literally says you can make another melee attack using your highest basic attack bonus.
Okay.
Against another opponent within reach.
I got 2 different things here. I'm just still trying to learn that.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Timble just he cleaves through one and just like gashes into it with a second strike.
Yep. By the I was gonna say this
That's quit code. Yeah, sorry. Forget that.
Severe bonkage.
Well, I mean, do we want to go with the crit card or just the damage?
I mean, quit code. I forgot we had the quit code.
I think Timber just likes the crit cards.
I like them. Yeah, they're fun. Slashing.
I never touched a drop. quadruple damage, and if the damage the target takes is equal to or greater than 1/4 of their maximum hit points, they lose a leg.
Oh god.
To be fair, I think they're going to lose a lot more than a leg.
Yeah. So 4 times damage.
Yep.
How do I?
I'll just tell you how many
You-
times over you kill this one zombie.
You just multiply the number of dice you're rolling for damage by 4.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6.
You also add on
Yeah,
all your
plus the-
usual bonuses, by the way.
Yeah.
So like your strength and all that, that's also used. Just so it's
Yeah,
clear.
I just don't know how to add more dice to my slashing. Oh, wait, no, I got it right here. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Rolling walls.
You need more than that actually. You need to get to 8.
Oh, I'm bad at math.
Also-
Okay,
Also, it wouldn't be. It's literally as high as you can count to. What's the problem?
I'm bad at math. Here's 2 dice.
Also, you would still add on your extra strength, just so you know,
I'm
for
just-
every single roll.
Oh, okay.
Crit is normal modifier inclusive.
Okay.
So you would be doing a plus 28.
plus 28. Oh wow.
Plus 28, because that gets multiplied by 4 as well.
Oh god.
So it's 8d6 plus 28.
Yeah, Temple just fucking cleaves this thing. Cleaves it so hard the 2 pieces just fly left and right of Gaul. Just a lot of fucking force. You just see Temple just take his longsword and just do this huge sweeping motion and just cleaves these 2 zombies in 2.
4.
That's why I said, you know, how many, like, I'm gonna let you know how many times over you kill this one zombie.
Yeah. And Anton.
So how many, what was your total damage?
Oh, do I have to
'Cause-
add?
Well,
Someone do
if
math
you
for me,
just
I'm bad
roll
at
like
math.
8d8, I could just tell you the plus
Okay.
28 total.
1, 2, 3,
Or 8d6, sorry.
5, 6, 7.
That hits, by the way.
My God.
They're zombies.
There you go. Plus.
Okay,
8
so
more.
58.
Yeah.
That kills the zombie almost 5 times over, by the way.
Huzzah. Aim for the head. Slink.
You don't actually kill it, by the way. It just doesn't
Oh.
have it. It does take a single non-lethal damage, by the way.
What the fuck? What?
It has 5 damage reduction to everything that's not slashing.
Oh.
So since
I was
you
gonna-
dealt 5, it does minimum damage, which is a non-lethal.
Fuck yeah. Ew.
Temple just slashes these 2 zombies into 4, and he's like, "You okay over there, Moriarty?" Oh god.
Moriarty's just like, why is the skull so hard? It's a zombie, not a skeleton.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can try energy beam now that I've set it up.
Alright. It fails. Surprisingly, zombies do not have good reflexes. It is now very heavily damaged. And dead.
Welcome
It is
back,
very
Tanya.
dead, actually.
Is Tanya back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yay! Okay, go ahead and take your turn. I'm just slotting you in because, you know, I want you to be able to do something.
Yeah, sorry, how long was I out?
Around.
Almost a round of combat.
Okay, so not too bad.
It was a very like question and edumacation filled round, but you know,
Okay.
all of the zombies are like effectively dead, just so you know, because like the last one just technically died. This one I just have to remove from the order.
20.
But I mean, it's a target rich area, so I could just go, oh well, hey, there's more zombies over there, but I'm
Hey,
not
look,
gonna make
that
you
one
fight
ran
all of them.
away.
No, that's just how hard I hit it.
Yeah, it's just over there now. But no, so like, there's a
Fine.
lot more zombies in this. I just don't want to spend the entire time we have tar pitting you guys.
Yeah. The episode is just clearing Volman. Literal cannon fodder episode.
A literal filler.
Yeah.
Okay, since there's just the one there, it's what I was intending to do hasn't happened. What I was intending to do was I was going to try the whole control thing. But
Oh well,
Blizzard-
I mean, if you care that much, there's like a lot more than just that one round. I was just giving you a target you could like use spells on. I didn't know what you wanted to do. If you want to go and like snatch up control over some zombies, I assume you're wanting to do like the channel negative energy snatch-a-maroo.
yeah.
All right, in that case, you know what? Let's just keep this simple. Roll me a d6. Two. You could snatch up an extra 2 Zomba-maroos, including the one that's right there.
All right.
So
Well,
you can
she
snatch
would
up
be
to 3 zombies if you want to use it.
All right. So then, yeah, she would be snatching up the control of zombies from the second line and having them attack the guys in the front line in the back.
Okay, so you basically just want to take control over zombies and have them tar pit each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the interest of not having a bunch of zombies rolling against each other and tar pitting each other, let's just not and say you did.
Okay.
We could have the tar pit moments later on when this isn't just supposed to be like,
Learning.
you know, learning. Speaking of such things, you guys can very clearly hear what sounds like a horn in the distance. So, real quick.
Thanks to me completely falling asleep there, I'm actually wide awake now.
Helpful.
Yeah, that's why I disappeared to call.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some coffee.
You now have 3 zombie friends.
Yay.
They're just gonna stand in front of you. At the ready. I guess they wouldn't be like right up against you. There you go. There's your three little zombie friends. They are very undead and they are barely held together, but they are yours. There are many like it, but these 3 are in fact yours now.
You know, when I was told about cannon fodder, the Imperial standard is we're literally supposed to stop a cannonball.
Does anyone have any other mechanics they want to test out on your target-rich environment?
All I got's cleave. And put
All
on
right.
my
Well,
My
I'd say you
targets-
tested that out pretty well.
My only real targets are my allies. None of the rest
This
of
is
my
true.
abilities would affect the zombies. And, well,
All right.
And mine would be just wasteful to use rage against this type of stuff.
Probably yes, but you know.
I'm just mad that I can't use rage.
No, but I felt like I should ask just so that way, in case there's like anything that you're looking at on your sheet and it's just like, hey, how the hell does this work? Live action.
I
Live
guess,
action.
I guess just learning how new smites walk.
Smites, yes. So, zombies are they aren't really like alignment typed, I don't think. Oh no, they're neutral evil. Yeah, they're neutral evil.
I just want to know how many smites I got. That's all, and how it walks when I hit
Um,
somebody with it.
Yeah, so I remember going over this with you before. Did I
Yeah,
ever
this was
write down
weeks
how many
ago.
smites you had?
This is a long time ago, though.
Yeah. I know that this was like a month ago. I was just more thinking because I was like, wait, did I write down how many smites you had? Because if I did, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
So basically how it works is when you have your smites, okay, so you choose a target to smite,
Mhm.
and you add your charisma bonus, if any, to your attack roll, and you add your paladin level to all damage rolls made against the target of your smite. If the target of your smite matches your what you're targeting, which is chaos, because you're against chaos,
Yep.
then you get the bonus damage on your attack increases to 2 points of damage per level of paladin. It automatically bypasses any and all damage reduction. So, like, let's say you're fighting something that has like a bunch of damage reduction and you don't know what it's weak to, you can just go ahead and smite it and it'll go through.
Yeah. Okay, so smiting is anti-damage resistance.
Yes, but it also gives you a deflection bonus equal to your charisma modifier to your AC against attacks made by the target of the smite. So it has dueling little things.
Oh,
So if you
okay.
smite the biggest guy has a harder time hitting you.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yep. So you get a total of how many smites do you have at level 7? You just got your 3rd smite. So you get 3 smites, but it basically bypasses all damage reduction. It, all that.
Okay,
But you are
I'm gonna write
supposed
that
to
down
use
on
it.
my sheet.
Yeah, you are supposed to use it on like the actual thing, because if you smite something that would not be considered
Chaos.
valid for your smite, there's other stuff that gets listed for chaotic, because like for example you could smite undead still, I think, and it still works. I'm double checking your oath against chaos right now, actually. Outsiders with chaotic subtype, chaotic aligned dragons, aberrations. Okay, so you don't actually get it against undead. You get it against chaotic outsiders, chaotic aligned dragons, and aberrations.
Alright, so chaotic beings and abominations.
Yeah. And aberrations, which is the most important one for you, because, like, for example, like, the Void Beast would be an aberration.
Yeah.
So that would be, like, the important one that you would care about, aberrations. But, yes. So you'd get... but you can use it against anything that has a chaotic alignment.
Yeah.
So you could literally smite chaos, someone that's chaotic good for all you care. They have chaotic alignment. You can.
You're too good for your own good.
No, basically, it's more of like you do not obey the laws of the land, I shall smite
Yeah.
you. Yada yada.
Yeah.
But you technically follow a code. Whatever.
Yeah.
But basically, if someone is considered chaotic, and you can you have a detect chaos
Mm-hmm.
where as a move action, you can concentrate on a single item or individual within 60 feet and determine if it is chaotic.
All right.
You can also tell by like how much.
You are 5%
this-
chaotic. I can only do 5% smite damage to you.
Yeah.
No, but it's like, you could like look at someone and realize like, holy shit, this is like, Robin Hood levels of chaotic
Yeah.
versus like, oh hey, I am looking literally straight at like a pure aberration.
Yeah. I think I got roleplay thing for that, but that's gonna require a
Yeah.
later time.
Yep, okay. But yeah, so that is how your basic smite works, along with how you
Detect
determine
chaos.
if
Yeah.
it's a valid target for smiting, because you don't want to have like a gotcha moment where you try to smite something and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, let me prove something. Smite. It doesn't walk. Oh, I guess he's. Whoops. Sorry.
Yep.
Still does
Instead,
sword
you were
damage.
instead you're just able to tell, like, it's a move action,
Yeah.
so it doesn't even preclude you hitting something.
It's just Temple, detecting heresy.
Yeah, you just kind of like squint at it. But okay, so that's
sure
your
of
question
heretic.
about how your
Cool.
smite and detection and all that works.
All right.
It says chaosometer. It works like
Yeah.
witch testing.
Yeah.
Basically.
Let's see,
Did
Roselia.
you survive? Oh, then you're good.
Yeah. And see, Roselia, the Temple doesn't hate zombies. He just hates chaotic zombies.
Good thing I'm lawful.
However, it is important that you read your oath against chaos, because when you get 4th level, you are able to spend a use of your lay on hands when smiting chaos to instead smite evil if you want.
Oh, okay.
So it's important that you have all that memorized, or if not memorized, written somewhere.
Where would I find? Can you link to that?
Yeah, so it's if you go to Paladin classes and you just scroll down, you can find the variants one,
Okay.
which is Oath Against Chaos. But I'll send you a direct link for your convenience.
Thank you. I'll read that up.
Yep. Basically, because it does kind of pigeonhole you a fair bit with the Smite Chaos, this is how you're able to be a little bit more generalist. It cuts into your magical healing a bit, but
Yeah. So Temple can basically just choose if he wants to be more against evil today or more against chaos today or
Yeah.
something.
By default, he's always against chaos, but if he really feels like it, he could also be against evil.
Yeah,
Right.
you don't really need magical healing anyways. You gotta heal bot, so.
Yeah.
I'm just more pointing out because he has limited uses. He uses a usage of lay on hands in order to do this stuff, so.
But I got my 2 little buddies here.
Yeah, you do. You have your shoulder mounted Martin cannons.
Not really cannons anymore.
But
Can't we
anyway,
pull
so
over the destruction beam, the disintegration beam?
they still have unmake, I think.
Yeah, and make.
But Okay, so now that I've answered Timber's question about how his, smite and detection and all that works, does anyone have any other questions along the vein of their class abilities?
Nope.
All right. If you realize you have a question later, just go ahead and ask me. It's not a problem. And so, if that's the case, then we're gonna go ahead and move on from this. Now that we had a little bit of an exhibition where you beat up on some zombies, got Moriarty got absolutely slapped in the face by fate.
Yeah, I'm unhittable.
Hush.
I got to see Timber take damage from a bog standard zombie. That was neat.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and move us on to the actual content instead of the shooting
Training
gallery.
Text.
It's effectively just a training gallery, like a shooting
Yeah.
gallery. So that horn that you had heard before has gotten a lot closer, and you are noticing a marked shift in the zombies that have been milling about around you.
Yeah.
Whereas before, the zombies would only really like try to kill you if you got close to them.
Yeah.
Now they're all starting to like turn away and wander towards a specific point. It's not, it doesn't sound like it's exactly where the horn is coming from, but like vaguely in that direction.
Well, it looks like the leader of the battalion's over that way.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Right. Actually, I do have a quick one small question.
Yep.
My spell that seized control of them, was that using spell pool, channel energy, or was it a free thing?
That was, if I remember correctly with what you decided, you were doing the AoE that you got for your, what was the name of the channel energy command undead. So you've used one of your channel energy uses. So just as a reminder of what that does, as a standard action, you use one of your uses of channel negative energy to enslave undead within 30 feet. Undead receive a will save to negate the effect. The DC of which is 10 plus half of your level plus your intelligence modifier or charisma, one of the two.
Yeah,
I think it swaps over
I
to
just
intelligence.
yeah, I read all that stuff. I was just wondering what it was that it was spending.
Yeah, so it's a use of channel negative energy.
All right.
And you have a max of 7 right now that you can 7 hit dice that you can keep with this specific thing, and you've used 3.
All right.
The duration of these is permanent, just so you know.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so long as you don't exceed your HD cap and they aren't killed, they're just there now. They're yours.
Oh shit! I thought it was.
They don't want you to know this, but you can just take the undead you find in the forest. They're free.
The Empress doesn't want you to know.
Big Zombie doesn't want you to know this, but
Yeah. But
okay,
yeah, so
carry on then.
it's permanent so long as you keep it. It's really useful for stealing like the little shitters you'll come across, but like for any actual big things, like you probably won't have the HD pool in order to keep it.
I'll have the 3 that I'm controlling just shuffle along with the rest of the group.
All right.
Well, guys, Timber kind of goes back to everyone. do you want to figure out what's going on, or do you want to continue to do the towel? Because I'm not quite sure how long we got before the Imperium starts showing up.
We should probably figure out about that horn just in case.
We need to
We
get
get
our
sighted.
bearings on this world. And the people who, we need to get our bearings on this world, and people who know what this world is like and the direction the zombies are currently marching.
Well, I mean, what's if we can take out the leadership, you know, the HKO is going to have a lot easier time dealing with this menace. And you know what? Maybe they'll like it that we help them, and a lot less people have to die. Even if they're heretics.
So, are you saying we follow the zombies or don't follow the zombies? I say we follow them.
Oh, I said, yeah, follow the zombies.
Okay.
What about you? What about you guys? What do you guys want to
Following
do?
the zombies is good.
All right, so it sounds like you guys want to follow the zombies.
Yep.
Heal and buff bots are just gonna keep riding on your shoulders.
All right. So, as you guys follow along the zombie horde, you know, with occasional other undead making an appearance, a few skeletons here or there, a few slightly stranger looking versions they aren't shuffling along like the rest of them. They're breaking out into a full-on sprint. But they all seem to be congregating a little bit past the tree line from where it abruptly ends. And you are able to see what looks like a large amount of zombies and various undead from all around the forest that you're in, sort of like grouping up into vague approximations of battle lines, while a very familiar figure on a spectral horse is looking around at them and giving motions that you assume are constituting as orders, as a horn draws steadily closer.
The sound of a horn?
Yes, the sound of a horn. You're in a slightly hilly area, and you feel like just a couple of hills away is whatever is causing this horn, or whoever's blowing this horn is coming from.
Would Timber like roll something about like military history, and maybe he knows that this could be some sort of like signaling horns?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
What would I roll?
Let me look at what stats you actually have, just so I can give you a good answer.
Yeah. I don't know if there's like a law battle or something.
We are using background skills, so there technically is, but I don't know if you bothered to take any of that. So, you know, the closest approximation, I'll let you go ahead and use your profession Marine.
All right.
Normally it'd be signaling flags for that for obvious reasons, but, you know, gotta have something for when you land. Whatever it is, it's some manner of heretic communication. You didn't care to learn any more about that.
It sounds like heresy.
In the Navy.
That was almost a 17.
It almost was, but it definitely wasn't.
Well, all I can tell you is it's not. Those aren't Imperial horns. So I guess there's going to be a big clash around here. We don't got the numbers to wade through them.
Did we want to go say hi to Mr. on the horse?
There's a chance that that horn could actually just be calling a retreat. It could be calling them back to their. Would they have barracks for them? The crypts, I guess.
I'm not worried about the army we're looking at right now.
It's
That horn could be the guys born in the bodies.
the horn isn't coming from the zombie faction.
Yeah. That could be the HKO rallying their troops to march in this direction. And they're gonna what I'm trying to say is I don't mind talking to this zombie dude, Lord. I just don't want to be caught between two factions fighting each other. At least without, my faction at my back. That'd be a wasted sacrifice.
Deploying tactical chicken. I'll send Smollett out ahead to the edge of my Master's Presence control range. And then just have him hang out there. Doing whatever I can to assess the situation from further ahead than where we can be seen at. If you get what I'm saying there.
Yep. Okay, so just as a small reminder about the Master's Presence range. It is not exactly the longest range, considering that it's within your Dominion range, which is close range. So it'd be like, I think at this level, maybe you'd have maybe like 40 feet, 50 feet of range. I'm double checking that right now for you. All right, so it'd be close range. So it'd be 25 feet plus 5 feet for every 2 caster levels. Your caster level 7. So that would only be plus 15. Yeah, 40 feet. So you can send Smollett 40 feet away and have Master's Presence still work.
So it's an extra 40 feet of seeing around corners or over hills or whatever.
Yep. If you want to extend it to medium, there's a talent you could take for that, but, not right now.
Yeah, that'll be when I level up, which will be a while.
How far away are these horns, are we guessing?
Like I said, there's a... It sounds like they are in the distance over a fairly hilly section of topography. So you'd reckon that if you want to, you could go down and have a conversation without, like, a battle may occur very soon, but it's not exactly like imminent, like it's going to start in the next 2 minutes if you want to go down and chat.
Alrighty, well, let's make this short and quick. Tavor will lead the way.
All right. As you all approach the figure on the horse, you aren't stopped by undead, but you can definitely feel their gazes turn upon you as they watch you walk by. You are able to get to the figure without any sort of stoppage or being accosted in any way. What would you like to do?
Howdy!
Howdy, y'all.
Waves.
Hello.
I see you got yourself a big regiment over here.
This is merely the remains.
So yeah, a lot of stuff happened since I last saw you. I don't know if we had anything to do with that. A lot of stuff was going on.
Well, if
I believe I dropped a rock off at your fortress.
yes, that. Uh, it is very safe to say that my liege greatly appreciated it being left there.
I really didn't know what to do with it. Figured you guys wanted it more than me.
I'm not sure if you were. I'm not sure how much you were aware of what happened in that town, but there were some major powers at play that left us a little bit disoriented, and we're still getting our bearings back right now.
Well, I think that I could very safely say for now that while you did not retrieve the relic that was sent out for you to, that you were. Sorry. While it is safe to say that you did not retrieve the relic that you were sent for, you certainly didn't hamper our efforts to get it.
Was it the other
The-
rock?
Yes. The interesting thing to note was that no one ever saw you leave, and none of our forces found you within the town.
Well, you see, friend, we got a particular set of skills.
We were trapped in a rift between realities.
Rose, come on, I'm trying to make us sound badass. Fuck!
There'll
I'm
be
not
time for
going-
that later.
Right now, we need all the information we can get, and we're not going to get that if we withhold information from our allies.
You can definitely see that the white is like peering closer at you now. I did not think that those such as you would be valid targets for banishment.
I think it was something a little bit bigger than banishment. There was like a lot of banishments going on. Well, I have no idea. I've seen banishment, and it definitely wasn't that.
Also, I'm not sure what I'm a valid target for at the moment.
All I know is the picture's a lot bigger than what I thought it was.
But I do believe this takes us back to the original question I had. What are all of you doing here? And he's gonna like motion out towards the field of milling undead.
Well,
Hoping to understand.
go ahead.
No, you go on, Timber.
No, literally, you know what I'm gonna say.
Weren't we gonna help
Conquest.
this guy?
Well, I was kind of
Actually, I don't know what you're going to say.
Oh, well, I was just seeing if we could go talk to Adric and get to know the guy.
Do you need help toppling the old gods?
Well, I mean, he's definitely a powerful man. He would make a good ally,
Um,
especially since we're
Depending on what we're doing besides for the Empress.
Yeah, right now, dethroning these people is the top of my list because they work for the gods, and as far as I'm concerned, all of the gods are most of the gods are assholes.
Yeah, I do believe we did have a good conversation about dethroning the old god.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm a Wolven. I would really love to know how to kill one of these god things.
Well, if that is the case, in a few days' time, there will be an how best to put this? A minor excursion towards the town of Relaga. If you truly want to help our cause, then I recommend being inside Relago at such a time and maybe allowing a few of our forces entry.
Oh, like you want us to be in the gates and then like blow up the gates from the inside? That is so small. Oh my god. Oh my emperors. It's like
That
having
is-
cannons on the other side instead of the outside.
That is
Man,
certainly
okay.
an option, although merely finding the Sally port and opening it would be more than enough.
Well, I'm Wolven. I always think of cannons first.
Well, however you can think of it to be done, there are many ways
Oh,
in which you could do
I'm
it.
never quite so comfortable as when I'm at least 6 feet under.
But I will be leaving all of the details up to you. Just when you see the signal, and it will be very clear, go ahead and open up a way for entry. Now, if you would excuse me, I have something to attend to. And he's going to turn back and let out a couple of orders towards the various undead. It seems like most of the skeletons are being drawn up closer together into actual, like, battle lines and battalions, while the zombies are just sort of kept as, like, loose chaff hanging around.
I like your lines. Your battle line's looking pretty good.
While the lines may look good, the quality of the undead looks to be very subpar compared to what you are used to seeing from various undead factions that you have dealt with before.
If we're going to be
These look the part.
working together, I don't suppose that you could assist me. And my servants are somewhat damaged at the moment. I'm missing a few pieces, and you seem to have an ample supply.
You get the distinct feeling looking at him that if he had an actual eyebrow to raise, he'd be raising it at you right now.
He probably needs
And
all the dudes he can get.
He's just gonna like sweep a he has skin, but like it's very tight and gaunt and like as skeletal as you can be while still having flesh, and he's gonna like sweep his arm out and gesture towards the battle lines that are rapidly being formed while the horn calls slowly get closer.
Rose, he needs his dudes. Let's Temple like grabs Rose and like we can go shopping. Let's go.
What's a dude?
You seem to have zombies. Let me have some.
Yeah.
I only needed a few bones to fill up the whatever.
What
Just got-
he has He's going against an army filled with guys in armor. He
Yes,
needs every
yes.
bit and piece he needs.
Yes, I get it. I get it. I understand it. I've got the concept. Just waving her hand, and is going to release command over the 3 that she had swiped.
All right. They're going to mill around before eventually, like, all snapping at like the same time to what equates to awareness and moving to mingle with the lines.
Tipper's doing a fast march pace away.
I only needed a few bones. Like, charting out 1 skeleton would have got me the pieces I need to get the three of ours back up and running.
Well, there'll be opportunities probably inside the.
Don't you got a pile of bones back at the ship?
It's all the way back at the ship,
Well, we're going back to town, aren't we?
I suppose.
I guess we can start heading back to town.
Are
I
you going
mean-
back to Adric's Rest Town, or are you going back to Town?
Is the place where the guy wants us to go so we can open the gate for him?
So
Downtown.
that's Relago, which is Town.
Yeah, town.
Just so you guys know, okay, you know what? In the interest of saving time, we'll just say that you went back to Adric's Rest, picked up the bones, and left.
Yeah.
We had already done that, and I'd shoved them into Timber's backpack.
Okay.
For what?
Because I know that you had like kind of stopped there, and then went to go and check out the smoke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and that's when we discovered that the surface had been completely picked clean. So there was
Yeah.
nothing for us there anymore. Just what was down in the dungeon, and that was it.
The basement bones, skeletons
Yeah.
in the closets.
Yeah,
you
so we-
didn't say that. I don't think you picked up your bone pile.
Yeah,
that you had
I
sitting inside.
the one that was up on the surface was gone. You said that it was missing.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So.
And then the remains of Billy, McRib, and Jeffrey wasn't enough to make 3 full skeletons.
Don't
That
you
was
got
the bone
both
pile
whole
that I
bones?
was talking about.
Yeah, we
The
scooped
dead
that up, and
skeletons.
that's what's got a few
Yeah.
missing pieces. And I was about to ask him for 1 skeleton to part out to be able to fill in the gaps, but Timber was very insistent. So, by the way, that's what the dice roll was about. It was I was making a quick little moral decision about how she'd feel about this, and about whether or not she would mention anything about civilians getting caught in the crossfire, because she's still wrestling with the whole evil thing.
Weren't
She
you
failed the
like
test.
completely advocating for like burning down the entire town yourself
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
earlier?
that was yes, because
Morning,
Weren't you
Dad.
also describing
I'll
how the
ju- I'll
entire
just for
place
one
was a den
asshole.
of sin?
One asshole.
Weren't you going on about how the entire town was a nest of like sin and opulence?
yes, everyone talks a big game out of the gate, but as the realities start to sink in, that's when your opinions start to change over time. And I was checking to see whether or not her opinions had changed over time. I
All
rolled a 1. They have not.
All right,
If anything, she just agrees with it more.
back to town.
All right, back to town.
I'm sure. Don't you got a pile of bones back on the ship?
Gonna have a lot more available soon enough, I guess.
Yep.
So, when they get back to town, she will be taking a tactical assessment of the gates as they pass through them, and she's also going to be keeping an eye open for Greaves's shop if she sees anything that is he said that it would be obvious.
Yeah, it hasn't been a week in game,
Yeah.
but you know.
All right, carry on then.
So, what's going to happen is you have a couple options. You could just like kind of pass the days by until this happens. On the other hand, you could always, like, go talk to the prince, hand in the little paper that you got from the people at the church, and go make a tower attempt. Or you could, take out some odd jobs, earn some cash. You have more than enough options available to you. So what are you looking forward to doing here?
Tower job sounds good.
Well, I mean, yeah, we could go try the towel. I just didn't know what. That's what I want to do. I don't know if anyone had their like special thing they wanted to do first.
Well, Rose right now, she has hold on a second. She has two priorities. There's a third thing though, but I can't remember exactly what it was. Gotta double check, I think.
Rose wants to make the prince into her personal zombie.
That requires seeing him a lot, though.
Okay. So yeah, there's waiting for Greaves' shop to appear. She also wants to track down Tunnel Jackson, see where he went. And then the third thing is back on the ship, she wants to assemble all the pieces necessary because she's going to attempt to raise Sycamore as a corpse puppet. So that's my list for the week.
I want to make a good impression and walk up to fucking the punch dude with a fucking woven, entree behind me with a
Entourage.
Entree.
Entree. Yeah.
Entree. Let's go.
Woven entree.
I was gonna assume you meant entourage.
Yeah, whatever that word is. Talking in
The
Timber's,
longer, more correct version, the one that Timber doesn't care about.
yeah.
Woven entree. It's just Rose with an apple in her mouth.
She looks upset but slightly resigned.
Plus, I did promise the boys I'd take them to the tower. So when we go up there, we're gonna have some dudes with us. Oh, we're gonna need food and water. I'm gonna go buy some food and water. We go through a lot of that. But they want violence, I'll give them violence, Empress, damn it.
Speak of which,
Storm, earth, and fire. Heed my call.
Stop calling storms on us! He yells at the sky. That's not even. We're not even on the sea. Why?
Don't worry, the gods are playing with you.
it's just this region, man. It's constantly raining. Some weird phenomenon with the weather.
I'm an infantryman. It always rains.
Oh no, it's not a phenomenon. I know where we are.
No,
You see-
Timber, you shouldn't lie like that. But yeah, go on.
You see,
Sorry.
we've stumbled across the Isle of Britain.
Timber, but you shouldn't lie like that. You know it never rains when the enemy has better has better range than you.
It
That's when
always
it never
rains
rains.
because you're an infantryman, and the sky gods know we fucking dissolve it.
Yeah, but if it rains when there's you're at a range disadvantage, that actually helps you.
Yeah, that's the only. It would start raining shells.
Oh,
No
Since it
matter
would be
what,
the-
it's either it's raining or it's raining ordnance. Always raining all the time.
since it would be the first thing happening chronologically after getting back to town, what was the tactical assessment of the gates?
Okay. So, and I'm just gonna put together like a little picture of this for you based on the fact that you're literally at the docks. So it seems like the port itself is the most heavily defended area of the town, what with multiple cannon emplacements that are watching out into the dock and into the waters. It seems like, they put most of their budget into defending from a coastal attack, but the overall walls are, there's two different layers. So there's one around the greater port town that is, it looks fairly sturdy. You've seen, like in your travels, you've seen higher, you've seen thicker, but it looks like a pretty serviceable gate. You notice that there's a fair amount of wooden structures that are built on top of the wall instead of having all of the defenses be made out of stone. So, like, imagine that the actual wall itself is stone. Most of the gatehouse itself is stone, but like various towers, the upper part of the gatehouse, there isn't pre-built like stone machiculations and crenellations. It's wooden. Do you know what those two words mean, by the way, just so I don't like explain something that you don't understand?
Oh, what were the two words you used?
Crenellations and machiculations.
I know crenellation. I don't know machiculation.
Machiculations are little murder holes on the outside of the wall.
Ah, okay.
Like,
Yeah, I know those are.
You know,
I know what those
where
are.
like the crenellations are, how there's like little like floor gaps
Yeah,
where you can like
I
shoot
know
down.
what those
Those
are.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
I know what those are. I just didn't know the name for them. I know what they are.
Yep. They're called machiculations. It's a fun word. But yeah, those are all made out of wooden planks.
And the door itself is just wooden door with a big crossbeam. I take it.
There's actually two doors. The outside one is in fact a pretty much just a big door with a wooden crossbeam. The inner door is a little like much thicker and sturdier looking, and instead of a just like one big crossbar, it actually has a portcullis. It's a wooden portcullis, but it has a portcullis.
All right, good to note.
Wonder how many cannonballs it would take to blast that thing open.
Approximately
wondering-
3, probably.
What I'm wondering is how easy it would be to jam the mechanism on the portcullis to hold it open.
Man, only if we had like 3 like little condensed bastards who could like crawl up into that place and like do koboldy things and
I was wondering if you're gonna have the kobolds do a bunch of like sneaky bullshit.
if only we had like
Um,
3 condensed
Something that's even more condensed and that just blends in with the wildlife that can plant explosives.
The Martins.
Yep.
To be fair, blend
Yeah,
in
it
with
could, like-
wildlife and plant explosives is not exactly two things that are that compatible. Especially considering you don't have like nice and clean
what if they like
plastic
got
explosives.
up into it and like what if they just got up into it and just started spraying acid all over stuff and like getting out of there like super sneaky style?
Can they still do that?
They still have an acid splash spell. No
Okay,
matter
I
what.
didn't know if that was ported over or not.
They have their
As-
energy beam. Nothing more advanced, but they do have that.
Because yeah, if they have that, then just use that on the hinges. Thing will fall right over.
Or you could try making a petard.
What's a petard?
It's the thing that hoists you.
Yeah, you get hoisted by it. But in all seriousness, it's a so you generally put it in a rectangular or like conical metal little structure, and you would put like 5 pounds of gunpowder in it and put a fuse, and you would hold it out like on a stick.
Torpedo! Yeah, torpedo, breaching torpedo.
No, because it's melee. You would hold it out melee.
Oh.
And you would stab the door
Oh,
like
okay.
with explosives.
Ye old breaching charge.
Yeah, it's literally a medieval breaching charge.
And the term
Well, you
hoisted
got
on your own
four-woven.
petard, the phrase hoisted on your own petard comes from the high propensity for a misfire, in which case the person who was
Yes.
trying to use it no longer exists.
There was also a
You got
variation
body
where
armor.
it acted like a thermite charge, where you would use like hooks and rings and like attach a square structure that had the petard on it, and like attach it to the door or the wall, and then light it and run. That's the safer version.
Yeah, like a big old shape charge.
Yeah.
Well, if you could,
It's
could
literally
construct
a
that,
medieval
we literally,
breaching charge.
yeah, if we do that, and then like have the Moltons like go up and spray the things with acid, that's like a double whammy right there.
Yeah, I like the concept of having a martard.
Yeah, just one thing to be careful of. So on the top of like the gatehouse, like when it comes to like the portcullis, that's held up by a chain. So if you mess with the chain a bunch, it's gonna drop.
Yeah.
What you want is something that'll jam the mechanism permanently open.
We can blowtorch it and like weld it.
Yeah,
How do you suggest we do that?
that would
Sabotage.
there's
Yeah.
there's two ways we could do that. The Martin's energy beam with a heat element to attempt to melt the links, or chromatic armlet with heat element. But Rose beating with Tunnel Jackson would be a prerequisite for that.
Well, I mean, we could do that like over the week and just get the breaching charges ready, so when stuff goes all weird, me and my brothers could run up and do that real quick, and then we'll just have to slay our way out. Just survive long enough for the army to get in.
Remembering.
Look at me, an infantryman trying to be a pioneer.
Okay,
Those
so do
combat
you guys want
engineers
me to
are
give
nothing.
you? Do you guys want me to give you a hint on something that on another thing that you could do just for like, because this is like something really basic that your characters would probably think of if you want.
Yeah.
Alchemist fire is a thing.
Oh. Yeah, no, that'd be pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. It's like really basic.
Yeah, just firebomb the.
You mean the angry green goo?
Yes.
Yeah, where you basically you could just Molotov cocktail. Like the door is all wood. The portcullis is all wood.
Also, real quick, did we discuss the potential morality of letting the undead march upon a city of hundreds
Heretics?
at least?
That's literally what my dice roll earlier was about, and Rose failed the check.
It wasn't discussed though in character.
It was not.
Hey, you know,
No.
you're asking Temple if he cares about non-imperial citizens.
I mean, I'm just, Moriarty feels like he should throw out there, there's probably like, women and children and, people who maybe we don't want to kill. And if we notice that we're killing them in such a horrible fashion, that will probably be scarred forever. Like, don't get me wrong, the aristocracy is definitely much, if any, pity for.
I mean, it's either that or wolven bombardment.
They made the decision to remain loyal to greedy bastards that are corrupting the holy message. They reap what they sow.
Okay, yeah, but some people don't exactly reap what they sow, like children. You know, they didn't really have a choice in the matter. And let's be honest, how many people exactly choose where they live instead of they're just like, oh, well, I was born here and I live here now? You know, how many of these people don't even know another way of life?
Oh, it's less collateral damage than the Imperium walling up.
Like again, I should iterate. I'm fine with the undead. Just we should probably try to save some of the people who probably aren't pieces of shit. Because I'm sure there's at least, a few.
How do we do that without letting everybody know that there's going to be an attack?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
There's casualties in war.
Of course there's casualties in war. But
Interesting that
preferably,
people-
those casualties are the ones that want to die.
Well,
Like Timber.
what if we figure out the door thing and also try to figure out a way to make the fortress not so fortressy? Like
Wonder if there's a
could
way...
if they could get into the palace, the army's going to spend less time chasing all the citizenry and more time eradicating Prince what's his name.
That's a good point.
So, Tim walks back. So, we figure out what we're gonna do with the door, and we can use the ruse of, hey, Prince, what's his name?
Airfreed.
Prince Airfreed. Oh, look, the woman brought me the paper to say he's a good guy. And we could just, while we're doing that, we could figure out what the fortress walls are like. And somebody smarter than me can see how exactly we're going to deal with that while I run distraction.
Just as a reminder, though, Timber, knowledge engineering would mostly be used for those checks. So in a pinch, you could actually do that.
Yeah. Maybe
I'm just
could
letting you know.
Tibble could be rolling checks while he's doing the hey buddy, I got the paper. Whoop-de-doo.
For the record, the twins do have proficiency in all knowledges and at least one rank in each. So most of them are they're all either a +9 or +10.
Yep, he's skittled.
Yeah, I just got
Timber did Timber things and just dump the stats into skills. He didn't exactly spread it around. He just went all in because it's Timber.
yes, no half measures.
Since you people have decided to twiddle your moral compasses, how about you answer me this one? Why should I show a single ounce of sympathy to the very empire that sat and did nothing while my friends and family were literally eaten?
Which empire?
Because Rosalia, that empire were the people up top. They were the commanders, the generals. Those are the people who made the decision to do that bullshit, not the people living under it.
And they never revolted. Why? They never fought back. They never held votes. They never did anything. They just stood in line and let themselves be tyrannized.
Who's
Well,
to
just
say
so
they
actually know
even
what democracy is?
Who's to say they even know that this happened?
There's ignorance. There's, quite honestly, fear. hell, to them, it's that leaders could be benevolent and they could entirely misconstrued the event as taking out some form of heretical individual that, you know, had the worst interests for the nation at heart. Politics is a tricky and rather convoluted game where everything's in a web and is twisted together. Most people are just trying to live their best lives. Not everyone who stands behind some city walls that have a banner of certain colors is a monster.
We're all monsters in somebody's book. Temple walks off.
You know, if you if you placate a monster with offerings of food because you're afraid of that monster, you're still responsible when eventually it breaks its chains. Because you're the one who made it strong.
That's assuming you even see it as a monster.
Well, it's not my job to make it's not my job to account for idiots. And she's going to be heading off towards the ship to attempt to assemble Sycamore.
All right.
So we're off to do the tower.
Well, I was thinking, yeah, towel. Kind of get some preparations for when they do show up, and hopefully we're done with the tower before then. If not, it'll be happening while we get out of the tower, and they'll be too distracted for, oh, I don't know, us to do stuff.
All right. So were you gonna go talk to
Prince
Airfried?
Prince Airfried, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Temple will get his wolven entourage.
All right. So you want all three of your Wolven crewmates to be there?
Yep.
All right. So you're getting Brutus, Randolph, and all three.
Yep.
Once you go to collect them, Brutus is gonna offer you your cannon rifle back. You did give it to him like explicitly for like watching over the ship while you're gone.
Yeah. Quick question, GM.
Yep.
What's every like? Does Temple have a feeling any one of the Wolven will have better dexterity than 10?
No.
No. Okay, so all equal shots. Okay. You know
If
what,
you want
Brutus?
dexterity and Wolven, you're looking more
At the
Demuter.
actual gunners, yeah.
Yeah, at the actual gunners and the Demuter.
Yeah. Well, Brutus, I think you're. You want to be a baller?
What was your question for that? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
Sorry. Tim was asking if he wants to keep the cannon gear.
Obviously you can't see his face, but you're getting the you're getting the feeling that he's smiling a lot as he nods.
All right. He got a promotion. You're
Now
Now
you
you
literally-
have a boomstick.
You offered a Wolven infantryman the opportunity to permanently have a cannon rifle.
Yes.
So I mean, You can imagine how many of them would say no.
0.
Yep.
Exactly 0.
They'd say zero. They'd say no if it didn't have any ammo.
No, because then they could take it and bash someone over the head with it.
It still has a bayonet.
Yeah. And besides, what if you do end up getting ammo for it
Yeah.
eventually?
Eventually. The enemy doesn't know it's not loaded. They just know you have a big freaking cannon rifle. I still got a set of chainmail and splint mail. I'll give Brutus the ball, and then I'll give the chainmail and splint to the other, since they're gonna be doing more melee.
All right.
Where would this interaction be taking place at?
On the ship.
Yeah, where on the ship?
Downstairs.
Okay, because yeah, if it's downstairs on the main deck, then Rose would be going back and forth to the table with various bones, assembling a skeleton on the table.
See, walking with me, you're gonna go. You're getting better equipment. You're going up on the tower. What's the worst that could happen? We fulfill our duties. Morale boost.
Yep. A little bit of a morale boost.
Yeah, they're having that jolly conversation. Meanwhile, in the background, demonic chanting and giant red flames coming from the candles.
It's a good distraction while you do your cultist stuff.
Morgaria's gonna go and boop either Da or Pa, whichever one he finds first.
Is there
Scoop.
something you need from them?
Yes.
What is that?
Alright, so, strangely enough, you two seem to be the only ones on board with the questions of ethical morality. So do you think we should do something?
Regarding the gate?
Regarding the ethical morality of setting a city full of people who are potentially innocent to the undead, yes.
I think that we definitely don't want them just marching through the city, killing.
Alright, we're agreed there. Do you have any further ideas outside of it?
Before the Switch, I'd have plenty of ideas, but they literally can't do much of anything on their own.
Well, I'm here. Hello, it's me, Moriarty. Ta-da! I'm a fox, and a bard, and a half-decent lockpick.
And a drunk.
Sometimes. You know, when it's fun and not in the midst of debating moral quandaries.
Falling down from the galley, and a squeaky toy.
Irrelevant.
That just gets all the Wolven looking up through the, the grates.
Well, aside from talking to them about making sure they only go after those that oppose them and the leadership, we don't really have any ideas.
All right. You're psychic and all that, right? And you can do that psychic talking thing. Maybe you could like send out messages to like families and shit. I don't know.
If we spread the word, then everyone's going to know, and it's going to get out that there's an attack coming. And we believe that the majority of this city is innocent of the problems.
All right. What if we somehow got the prince outside the walls?
How would we go about doing that?
It's a very good question. It's a very I mean, I've Dimension Door, but I need him to come with me willingly.
We could try and force him to.
The magic don't work like that per se. I mean, I suppose if you could like hypnotize him or make him think he'd want, might help.
We can try to mind control him, yes.
That'd work. That would work. And
We're not certain
Yes.
how effective it would be, and he'd probably know that we're trying it, and we'd be killed if... Well, actually, let's go for it.
Dark.
And they're gonna start heading for the castle.
Moriarty just kind of glances after them and then just starts running after them.
All right, are you guys gonna try and like break into his castle palace, mind control him, and kidnap him away?
Apparently.
Why don't we do that like when the attack's happening, not before the attack's happening?
Because apparently we're doing it now.
Because somebody wants to die.
We're doing it live. Fuck it.
No, can we get into the tower before he...
Listen, I didn't have more time to go tactical with this before they ran off. Also, you guys weren't included in this conversation. This is priority.
Yeah, Rose is currently busy down in the galley.
Yeah, sure. Go jump the gun.
I mean, yeah, you guys would see Moriarty kind of like rushing off the ship. Moriarty and the Martins.
I mean, he could tell them to wait.
Yeah, Moriarty, tell him to wait for the right time.
Hold on. Nah, now's a good time.
Good God.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That
we're
was a
getting
great
something starting.
Can I roll a perception to see whether I notice notice any of this?
I feel like Timber would be able to, but you're down in the galley doing your ritual.
Very
That's-
specifically, I was about to say, Timber, this would technically be proccing your detect disobedience.
Okay. Well, here goes nothing, boys. What do I use for that?
That's sense motive, and you get a +2.
Alright, +2. Where's sense motive? At the bottom? There we go. Come on, Commissar!
Yay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, Moriarty, you're the ringleader on this. Roll deception. Or
You
bluff.
can
there's-
willingly fail.
If there's one thing that may... I assume you mean bluff.
Yeah, that's why I said that's why I corrected myself and said bluff.
If there's one thing that might beat his +12, it would be my +9 to
God.
bluff. No!
Nope. Timber, you get a nagging feeling in the back of your head that someone somewhere on your crew is being disobedient. And you could see all 3 kobolds right now.
All hands on deck now!
I am in the middle of a delicate
I said
procedure.
heresy! I said now!
Oh my god.
Where's everyone?
I literally cannot walk away from this or it will explode.
Just do the all
Okay.
hands on deck meeting around your table then.
All hands on deck, next to the explosive ritual.
Okay. I'm gonna be a little distracted, but okay.
Where is everyone?
I guess I'll head that way. I think I can hear that.
I assume the twins are already off the ship.
If you want them to be, they could be off the ship already.
Well, you know, Temple probably even yelled that in his head. You know how he is.
Well, them being absent would be noticed, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forced accountability, see who's missing.
All right. Well, obviously, all 3 of the Wolven are there. I already mentioned that you could very clearly see all of the kobolds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming everyone else showed up, so you see Gar, Moriarty, and Rose, but you don't see the twins.
No, Moriarty left too.
Yeah,
Oh, Moriarty
Moriarty
left too?
was
Okay.
chasing after them.
Well, the twins would turn
Alright.
around and come back when they hear that in their heads. Provided the range is far enough.
You still have, like, that full fucking the mile-long
mile.
range, because I'm not going to bother changing that.
Yeah, and wouldn't the ping have happened like as they're leaving the ship?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so as Moriarty sees them running back, he's gonna be like, what are you doing? Where are you going?"
Timber called for us back on the ship.
Oh. He just gives us up for a bro, but like he's just like, okay. He falls back. And everyone's there.
Yep, everyone else is already standing around the table.
And Tip was just sitting there with his arms crossed. And just where did you 3 think you're going?
To mind control the prince and get him outside the city.
Oh.
Have to appreciate their honesty.
Well,
They see
that
no
is
reason to
actually-
lie.
That is a really good idea. However, why don't we do that? Oh, I don't know, when the army's at the gates. It's timing. If you attack too soon, you overextend yourself.
Because Moriarty
Well,
didn't suggest when we should do it. He just said we should do it, so we went to go do it.
Oh.
Well, you didn't let me finish. I
Timber
was
picks
thinking.
up, Timber picks up Moriarty. Why are you such a bad influence to the twins? They're shaking. The little puppies.
Stop shaking me.
No, I am angry. I will shake you all.
This is the bad touch.
This is a bad touch. You know, and then
I bet
Timber
Timber's just super happy that he got to use detect disobedience.
yeah. You know, in his mind, Timber's gonna go, I'm sorry, Moriarty. I'm trying to appeal to the Wolven. Ah, yes, a proper Jägermeister shaking down the crew, just as the Empress intended.
Well, Timber, if we wait until the army's here, they might still attack anyway.
Well, why are you doing this? To make it easier for them to kill the dude, or what?
Right, we're making it easier for them to kill him so they don't have to raid the city and, murder countless innocents.
Mm. Mm.
Be a lot less collateral damage as well, a fully intact keep.
Yeah.
Have after conquering.
And we're on a diplomatic mission.
We are on a diplomatic mission.
So Darius, over the course of this conversation, will it have hit the 1 hour mark at any point? From when she finished assembling and started focusing on the ritual?
I'd say it probably would pretty soon, yeah.
Okay. Just let me know when.
Yeah. It's just gonna happen like at the end of this conversation, because otherwise it'd be a really big interruption.
So when Timbo told everyone to get up on deck near the table, Timbo's gonna specifically order his Wolven to look away and don't listen to what's behind you.
You're getting an order from the captain and Jägermeister to pay no attention to anything that happens behind you.
Yes. At least till we get off the ship.
That seems like a bad idea.
Well, but hey, it's fine. Pay no attention till we get off the ship. And if something happens behind them, well, I'm looking behind them, and they trust me.
What if we get off the ship behind them, and then they don't know we didn't get off the ship?
Well, like I said, I am here.
Until you leave the ship.
I'm leaving the ship with them.
But if you leave the ship with them,
I will remember to order them to start paying attention behind till we start shaking Moriarty again.
Guys,
What?
guys, this is a critical stage. Could you stop being so distracting?
Okay, I will quietly shake Moriarty in front of the Wolven.
Rosalia, make him stop!
Mute the
I
fox.
literally cannot
Hand
walk
over
away
the
from
muzzle.
this.
Hand over the muzzle. Mute the fox. Shake them. Quietly. This is why I'm the boss. Tipper tells the group.
Because you're able to just manhandle smaller people.
Yeah. All right, I'm pretty sure I made a good impression to my group.
They didn't even notice. They're looking away.
No, they're looking at you
me.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking at you.
They're
right
not
now.
looking. They're looking
Oh,
at
okay.
everything except Rose.
Ah, gotcha.
Rose and her table have been declared off limits for looking
Until
and
given
listening
order.
to.
Yeah.
And paying attention to and remembering.
Yes. Wolven are such good soldiers. They're just doing that whole, standing in a formation, not moving an inch. That's discipline.
Timber, I think a fly flew into that one's ear. Oh, it came out the other one.
This implies they don't have their helmets on, so.
It flew into his ear helmet.
Okay, so do you guys have anything else you want to talk about in relation to this before we,
Continue.
finish up Rose's ritual?
I
No?
got nothing. Just keep balking at Moriarty for being a bad influence on the totally innocent Da and Pa. I can't believe you being such a bad influence to these little precious noodles who never do anything wrong.
What?
I bet they're just sitting there smiling as Tim was just shaking the crap out of Moriarty.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to Rose's little ritual for her little corpse flesh puppet.
Axial vertebrae, check. Sacrum, check. Lumbar, check. Thoracic, cervical. Here goes nothing.
Storm again.
Redacted.
That was
Any
good
big
timing
noise?
that time, though.
Any big
Yeah.
noises, Temple just yells redacted.
Normally when you try that, normally like gets delayed.
Yeah.
It just randomly happens a minute later.
But she
All
is
right.
she's attempting to raise Sycamore as the corpse puppet.
All right. So you can feel yourself latch on to your intended target, but it feels like there's like a fairly large amount of resistance that you're currently attempting to pull his soul through.
She is going to pull with everything she's got. She's going to be focusing everything inward on this. After all the crap that I've been through, you are not keeping this away from me.
All right. At that point, it feels like you're trying to like pull a square peg through a round hole, but like, as you continue to pull and pull and pull,
Tanya,
either you're
just you know, they all go in the square hole.
That's right. It goes in the square hole.
He'll
This is the
He'll
art
fit
piece.
it.
Where do
I
you
don't know.
think this one goes? That's right, the square hole.
and now we're to the arch, which goes in. That's
The
right,
square
the
hole.
square hole. Oh man, but you can't quite tell if it's because you're pulling hard enough that the edges of the square are getting like shaved off, or if it's cutting into the circle, but either way, you can feel it start to give a little bit.
I have sworn myself to you. I have literally given up my life for you, all so that I could have him back. You are not keeping him away from me a single moment longer.
Redacted.
The twins are looking
Shut
at
up.
each other, and then over at Rosalia. Rosalia, are you talking to us or yourself, or we don't know
Talking
who?
to God.
For those of you who are actually allowed to look at Rose, you can see like a physical, literal manifestation of necromantic powers, like attaching the like corpse that's laid out on your eating table, and
to think about
attaching it to somewhere else.
Tempo is also going to not look at the table.
So dinner on the table.
Oh wait, we can
Whatever.
eat that?
Whatever you hear, brothers, do not turn around. Tempo's
Old
gonna
fast.
Rose, to Rose, this is just noise right now. She is focusing everything she has on this, even if it means overextending.
The twins are
Alright.
getting up on the table.
The table, which is overflowing with negative energy right now.
Yeah, with
Look at the little
it's-
beachy Martin.
I'm just picturing the dog in a wind tunnel meme right now.
Yeah.
it does basically feel like that.
Tempo's gonna go. Attention! 5 paces. Mulch. and then as soon as he takes 5 paces, halt. So they're away from the table.
Rose, really quickly, could you roll me a spellcraft check?
I'm going. I'm
No.
nope. I am burning.
How lucky.
I saw it fucking hover and sit there.
Yes,
until
yes,
it
Tim.
rolled over.
It's a course of the theory. It's back.
True.
They was saying something.
Can the twins help? They got the whole mind link thing.
You know what? I'll let you help, but it's a very close thing because you don't work with negative energies as nearly as much as Rose does. But I'll still let you help.
And I am going to burn a point of luck on that. Should say point of fortune, legally distinct.
Fortune. Legally distinct. But that doesn't matter as much, but you know.
Okay.
Oh no!
Doc did better.
Bit better.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, you can take a +2.
There, that's the. Yeah, the second roll was a bit higher.
You were supposed to roll that with another +2, but you know.
You just add 2 to that.
Because that's what the help checks technically do.
So then technically I rolled a 25?
Yes. You think
They're-
that due to your what were you saying?
They're also going to try and send her words off to quote unquote God.
Just so you know, attempting to access that little connection is a very tumultuous thing. If you're really going to try and access that.
They're going to basically try and just boost the power.
So you could trying to act as a signal receptor for that is a little bit strange, considering that you can feel a lot of that emanating from around her new collar right now.
Okay, so they just link her mind directly to the collar.
Ouch.
Oh, actually, in an interesting way. Okay, and I know this is like outside of what was originally planned and expected and stuff like that, but that actually does bring up an interesting option. That just ends being an temporary out-of-body experience. Just a thought.
I mean, if they're sending if they can sense a mental presence from the collar, they can try and bridge the gap there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can certainly try, and I will take it into account, but just so I can actually give the results of that roll that I was asking for. Tanya, you think that if Rose coats her paws in necromantic energy in just the right way, and grabs that little chain connection and starts to yank, you may get somewhere.
Well, that's exactly what she's going to do.
I'm just trying to have them be useful.
Well, what I'm interpreting from this is that that connection that she's trying to maintain, suddenly it's 5 bars.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
All right. And as a final little thing, go ahead, Rose, and roll me a will save as you touch the chains.
Don't forget that you do have a bonus on that.
+2?
I believe it's a... blah, blah, blah. +1.
+1.
Being in the collective means that everybody gets +1 to every saving throw.
Hey, nice. That +1 literally just saved you a bit. So, Rose, as you grab onto the chain, you can feel your collar start to heat up, which is very strange because it's not made of metal, but it's starting to get very hot and feel as if it was. And you aren't quite able to make out any specific words or something like that, but you're definitely getting the feeling that a certain someone is basically telling you to stay in your lane. And however, with the bit of help of your little Martin friends literally keeping you connected, you are just able to hold on and remember what you're doing and why you're doing it.
The twins are using Share Pain. So any damage that she takes is spread between the 3 of them.
All
I think
right.
in the context of this would just be a splitting headache.
Yes, so there isn't any direct damage that's being done as a result of this. It's basically all mental.
Okay, so instead of a splitting headache, you've got a minor one, and the twins have minor ones.
Yeah,
She just
basically.
redirected that to
Which
Timble.
def-
He would have been
which definitely
fine.
which definitely makes it a lot easier to focus. Ever tried thinking hard with a migraine?
God.
Yes, it doesn't work.
No.
Ever try thinking hard? No.
Timber, it's okay.
Now my
But
head
yeah,
hurts
you're
just thinking about thinking hard.
you only feel your grip around the chain slacken for the slightest moment before you grab back on even tighter than before, and you can start yanking if you want.
We'll be doing as such.
Mine, gimme.
All right. The initial couple pulls take a large amount of effort for you to break through. But once you get past that initial little hump, it goes faster and faster and faster. Until eventually you actually stop meeting resistance at all. And at the end of the chain that you finally get to, it's not quite in a form that you're familiar with, but you can absolutely feel that this is the soul of your departed and trapped father. And when I say it's not in a form that you're used to, it's effectively an iridescently white little ball.
It's the actual soul rather than a shade.
Yes.
She's going to be doing everything she can to complete the ritual and not get in the way, because said that it just feels like it's basically moving on its own at this point.
At the very least, there's no more active resistance. There's still the manner of properly binding the soul to the corporeal form, but, you know, now you no longer have to worry about actually getting the soul.
Well, then, yeah, the instant that she has it pulled through, then her mind's going to be filled with nothing but that. So that's all the Martins would be saying, I think. Is, yeah, just suddenly just the wall of equations and glyphs and seals and sigils and stuff.
It's literally just the Hangover meme.
Yeah.
L1, L2, anchored.
And so the rest of the process goes almost perfectly smoothly. The only interesting little snippet that you saw happen with the entire rest of the ritual is that the no matter how much you tried to evenly integrate the soul, there was always a small little remaining little nugget of the iridescent white orb that remained, as well as the fact that the spectral chain that you were pulling on, that actually also didn't disappear. It's still just there, hanging on and hooked to the very small little nugget of iridescent white that's left, and it's anchoring it to the body. That's the only thing in all of the comparing it to all of the books that you read, all of the preparation you had done, that wasn't really listed anywhere.
I've honestly got no further input here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
all right. In that case, it's just waiting for you to do the final activation. So, do you want to activate your flesh puppet?
Aw. I was gonna play the "It's Alive" sound thing on Blurb, but it threw an error. It makes me sad.
Oh, like, okay, which It's Alive? Are you talking about like Frankenstein It's Alive or Robot Chicken It's Alive?
Frankenstein. Nah, I'm gonna have to reboot the page, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, I was gonna do that, but it's not wanting to do it. It makes me sad.
Sag boy hours.
The twins use electric energy beam on the body.
Ah, there we go.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Yeah. It did the thing.
Redacted!
What do you mean? He was always a member of the crew.
All right, but with you doing the final activation, it takes a moment, but the corpse puppet that you had just spent the last hour assembling, doing the ritual of, and quite literally having a little tug of war over, it slowly begins to sit up.
She's not even going to wait for him to finish regenerating to the resting state. She's going to be immediately hugging him as tight as she can.
The twins
All right.
use acid on it.
What are you
Rose
trying
is
to
about to
ask?
get all the gunpowder and use on make.
Good
What are you
point.
trying
They
to
use
acid?
unmake on it. Well, it's a corpse. It's not supposed to move.
It's also a
corpse
puppet.
puppet. No, the intended resting state that she's going to have is because since corpse puppet can have it, you can. I can't word. With corpse puppet, you can choose the state of decay, which what she's choosing is moment of death, so as regenerated as possible. So, well, he's still in the process of regenerating because she's not even waiting that long. She's just hugging him
Yeah.
tightly.
Technically speaking, you can stasis it, but I'll let you do the moment of death. It's not going to be perfect because this is not all flesh from one being.
Yeah.
So there's some mismatch there, but I'll let you do as basically like close to pristine as you can get it.
Yeah, she had done her best to assemble a jackalope from the parts that she had available.
Sadly, it's a little bit hard telling the exact flesh coloration and all that when it is currently decomposing.
Well, that's what dye is for.
Yep.
Anyways. But yeah, moving forward.
So, since you don't wait, it like.
Oh my god, I was muted.
First of all, you can literally feel the flesh writhing back together, like as you hug the body. But the only movement that it's really able to manage right now is possibly the jerkiest and like most unsteady arm movements to reciprocate your hug as possible.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I was muted when I said this. Rosalia, this thing's already died.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
But yeah, so it doesn't seem like it can really move its arms like properly yet, but it is doing its level best to give you back your hug.
Okay, she's keeping her composure. If that rolled low, she would have just like collapsed into sobbing. This is a very big moment for her.
Yeah, so you're currently hugging a rapidly reconstructing flesh puppet that is attempting to hug you back.
Temple mumbles something about, man, today's paperwork's gonna be.
Redacted.
Chipper will turn around and look. Alright, yeah. Tell you what, brothers, let's all walk upstairs and just, wait for all this stuff to come to an end, and I'll take you back on land and take you up the tower. Hopefully.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do at this moment, Tanya?
No, this is pretty much going to be her next few hours. Because there is a lot to catch up on and a lot of questions to ask. Namely, how much of it he remembers.
All right.
Not of the other side, but of the previous activities that they've been up to, with her having him as a summon.
Yeah. Okay. And does anyone else have stuff that they want to take care of before the tower?
Nope.
I guess Timbo will go buy extra rations and stuff.
All right. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that you can pretty much buy rations at market price.
And market price is?
Here, let me go ahead and bring that up. Do you want it per ration or per woven ration?
Yeah, just give me the wolver prices, less math.
All right. And what version of ration do you want? Just like trail ration?
Probably meaty ones.
All right. In that case, it would be 2 gold a ration.
2 gold a ration? Alright,
Yep.
so 4 woven, 1 week. How much is that?
That would be 56.
56 gold? Okay.
Because it'd be for a week. Like,
how much
per
how much,
day, per
how much-
woven, it's 8 gold.
8 gold?
Or no,
Okay, and-
it's 2 gold, but since there's 4 woven,
Alright.
for the entire group of woven, it's 8 gold a day.
How much silver would that be?
For the day or for total?
Let's go for a day. See how much I can get.
Okay. So the per day metric is 80 silver a day.
Alright, so I got 1 platinum and 316 silver pieces.
All right.
And
so the platinum
1,333 copper pieces.
Okay. So you got 100 silver off of that 1 platinum. What was your other silver number?
316.
Okay, 316. And then let's just say how much copper did you have?
1333.
1333. That would be like literally like a couple silver shy of getting the full week, so they'll give you a discount and let you get the full week if you give them like all your money.
All right, making him 0.
Your captain is now poor in everything except for food. For food, he could feed himself for a month.
And
it
not
won't
morale.
ever spoil.
And how many rations would that be total?
That would be. Do you want normal total or Wolven total?
I'm just doing it for Wolven right now.
28.
All right, Temple will split it into 4 and issue it to each troop.
All right. So that would be everyone getting 7. For, normal people rations. He just bought 112 rations.
Now I know why my fucking quartermasters are alcoholics.
He just bought 112 rations.
That'll last about a day and a half.
No, it would last Timber himself like a month, but splitting it between 4 Wolven, yeah, that's literally a week's rations for all of them.
And that's why the quartermasters are so freaking whipped. They move a lot of stuff.
All right. So, given that you guys are just about to go and do the tower, or basically go, hey, we have your little slip of paper. Let us go do the tower. We've been going for about 3 hours, so what do you guys say about cutting it here, and then we could start off next session with a small discussion, and then you guys get to do a tower.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Because this is about the best stopping place that I could imagine, considering, your goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good. Plus, it's getting to be normal stopping time anyway.
True.
Yep.
That hasn't stopped us before, but it is true.
I'm good.
All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today for Ascent to Ascend Pathfinder. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I really cannot do this without your guys' help and support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It is one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as subscribing to our YouTube channel, and picking up packs through stream loots, and by just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, have a good time.
See ya.
Meh.
Oh.